Imagine this. You're in a heated conversation. Tension fills the air. Emotions flare. You're tempted to defend yourself, to prove your point, to say the one thing that will shut it all down. But then, something inside you says, "Be still." It feels unnatural. It feels like weakness. But what if stillness is not surrender? What if silence is strength? Both Christian wisdom and ancient philosophy point to a deeper truth. Power is not always loud. Sometimes it whispers. Today, we explore the surprising spiritual and philosophical power of silence and how the quietest voice often speaks the loudest. Why do we speak so quickly? In Proverbs 17:28, we're told, "Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues." But why is that so hard to do? In philosophy, thinkers like Epictetus taught that we cannot control others, but we can control ourselves. Yet in moments of tension, we feel compelled to react, to correct, to argue. Why? Ego. We feel threatened when someone challenges us. Fear. We fear being misunderstood or taken advantage of. Pride. We want to win, not just the argument, but the approval of others. But Scripture warns us. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Proverbs 15:1. Philosophy plus faith, where they meet. In Christianity, silence is not passive, it's prayerful. In philosophy, silence is rational restraint, the mark of self-mastery. Both disciplines understand silence is not absence, it is presence under control. Jesus, when falsely accused, remained silent. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. Isaiah 53:7. He had nothing to prove because truth doesn't shout, it stands. Likewise, Socrates often asked questions not to defeat his opponents, but to lead them into self-discovery. He believed wisdom begins in silence, in listening, in humility, in the space between words. Modern example: the strongest people speak less. Think of someone in your life who commands respect. They don't dominate conversations. They listen carefully. When they do speak, it matters. In a boardroom, in a church, or even in a moment of personal crisis, the one who remains calm often holds the most power. That's because silence unsettles the ego. It invites reflection, and reflection invites growth. Jesus and the power of restraint. When Jesus was tempted in the wilderness, he didn't argue. He answered with scripture, not emotion. He resisted not with force, but with faith. This is the paradox. The Son of God, full of authority, chose restraint, and in doing so, showed us that the real battle is not with others, it's within. Paul echoes this when he says, "We demolish argument." Here's what you can do. Pause before you speak. A 3-second silence can transform an entire conversation. Ask questions, not to trap, but to understand. Just like Socrates, just like Christ. Anchor your identity in God, not in your opinions. When you stop needing to be right, you become free. Remember, you're not called to win arguments. You're called to reflect Christ. And Christ was never afraid of silence. So the next time tension rises and your words feel like fire, pause, breathe, and let stillness speak. Because wisdom isn't proven by how much we say, it's revealed in how well we listen. Philosophy teaches discipline. Christianity teaches surrender. Together, they teach us the sacred art of silent power.